What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Car Revive. If you guys have been following the channel, this will be the last and final episode of the series Quitting My Job. Just wanted to give you guys a quick breakdown of what actually happened, how it happened, and what went down. So as of January 29th, I believe it was, I was terminated for posting content videos while being on the clock. And basically, I found out that it was against the policy. There was many things I could have argued back and forth as far as the situation, such as another employee creating TikTok videos on the clock and posting them on TikTok, and they weren't even car related. There was no knowledge in it. Another thing I could go on about as of right now, as far as my termination, I honestly believe it has something to do with my pay, my salary. I was working for the company for about 2 years now. When I was working there as of March, it would have been 2 years and a few months or so. And I honestly believe with me starting off at $18 an hour and working my way all the way up to $21.50 an hour really had something to do with my termination. So what happened was, at the end of December, everybody in the company was finding out that they were going to be working flat rate. Now, if you're not familiar with what flat rate actually is, flat rate is you're being paid by the amount of work you do by times that are broken down for what they want to pay you. Now, with everybody going flat rate, I would say a month into working flat rate, I was seeing about 30 hours a week, somewhere in there, no more than that. But turns out there was a Caucasian guy. He was still being paid hourly. So the moment I found that out, I spoke to the boss and said, you know what? I want to go back hourly too. If he's being paid hourly, I want to continue being paid hourly just as him. I thought it was only fair, especially if we had the option to choose. Now, when I did start working here at this job, I was excited about it. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, they love my work, because at the end of the day, they would push the issue of trying to thank me for my performance as far as being an employee with the company. Now, there was a lot of issues at the locations that I was at, like the first location that I worked for. I walked through the door, such and such didn't like this person didn't like that person. So with me coming through the door, it's like I wanted to just be a good worker, friendly, not as if I was choosing sides, but just, open to being friends with just about anybody in the workplace. Basically, I didn't want to get in the mix of anybody else's drama, I was about getting a paycheck, grinding, putting my best work into all my vehicles, whether it was doing 4 tires, inspecting things for other technicians to give them some work, which I've diagnosed many things on cars for technicians: overheating issues, suspension issues, brakes, coolant leaks, tons of stuff, man, tons of stuff. But I guess since I started this series and I wanted to better myself, they had a problem with it. At the end of the day, I wasn't happy at that place. I could shoot shots at this place and just be honest, like it was a dump. It was dirty. It was tons of stuff that needed to be done around that job site. Like every day I would go home cleaning my nose, I would be super filthy in the inside. The air ventilation probably wasn't all that great in the building, but at the end of the day, I was collecting the paycheck. So yeah, I needed them momentarily, but recently I ended up stopped smoking marijuana, which is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And I would say I probably started smoking marijuana probably the end of my senior year, which is 2010. And I've been smoking marijuana ever since then. It'd be like an on and off phase. Um, the most amount of time I probably stopped doing it was probably 3 months or so. Then I would just get right back into the habit of smoking marijuana. And I feel like that was having an impact on my performance with working on cars sometimes. As far as like remembering things or whatever. So I ended up stopping. And in the mix of stopping, I came in a realization that I really only want to work on my own cars. I mean, yeah, I'll get paid out of pocket, cut out the middleman. He's not making profit off me. But I really just enjoy working on my own cars. Realistically, you're not feeling rushed. You can take your time. And I enjoy it, you know. I have many people that inspire me, such as Goon Squad, Vice Grip Garage, as you're watching here in the background. Rich Rebuilds, shout out to him. He's an excellent YouTuber. Shout out to him and his work. I really love the stuff that he does on his channel. He's very inspiring. He's very educated on the car repairs. But what basically got me started with creating my own YouTube is just watching all these great guys just take nothing and just turn it into something, you know. And from there, I started investing time and money into, you know, from there, I started investing time and money just into the craft itself, you know, and from, you know, painting, tools, power tools, welding. Like, I've been building up towards trying to create this dream for myself to live out, just to become like a great YouTuber. And as of right now, I officially own all my tools. So with that being said, I decided to switch gears, create a endless possibility for me to just bring in as much money as I can. And in order to do that, I will possibly have to travel and just start doing CDLs and leave my family behind momentarily and just take care of them, be there, support them, be their backbone. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to take care of your family like a man who's just providing, you know. And I feel like that's what I need to do right now. So I really feel like somebody from the workplace was talking about I was recording on the clock, but I feel like this. I wake up every morning drinking my coffee. I mean, don't get me wrong. When the termination first happened, I was a little puzzled and disappointed about it, but I feel like this. All I have is just one question. Who really needed who? I mean, yeah, you guys are giving me a paycheck, but I have all my tools. I have all my knowledge up here on cars. You guys weren't teaching me anything, realistically. And for that, I'm happy I moved around. I didn't feel welcome there. Like, same way I moved out was the same way I moved in. Nobody offered to help me load my toolbox out. It was just BS, and I'm just glad I'm moving on from the situation, because it just seems like this at a lot of shops. Like, a lot of people wants to be a know-it-all, or they feel like they're better than the other person. Like, first off, we're all supposed to be passionate about the same thing. And if you're passionate about the craft, you're going to have your own tools. You're not going to be asking people for anything. And I was just getting sick of that. Like, bro, buy your own tools. Like, you want to fix cars? How you going to fix cars without tools? So it was just very annoying. So yes, this is the last episode of quitting my job. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope this pretty much motivated you guys to get up and feel like you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. And again, as far as the weed smoking thing, I've been clean before my New Year's resolution. I've been clean basically ever since the end of November. I have not smoked marijuana at all. And I don't want to go back to it, because it's like, what's more important to you? At some point in your life, you have to get fed up with your own BS in order to excel to what you're really trying to accomplish. And right now, I feel like I can do anything. There's nothing stopping me at this point. And I want you guys to just be inspired with everything that I'm posting, everything that I'm sharing with you guys, and just know that you can do it. You can make change. You don't have to depend on a job. I mean, yeah, you can work a job, but there's always that next best thing. And right now, pursuing getting my CDLs, that's definitely it for me. Like, literally, I can be making the type of money that the store manager was making. You know, realistically. Like, and I won't have to deal with people. I'll be driving. And that CDL license could take me to a whole nother company. Like, working, just driving. No more hard labor. Just driving. Picking up loads, dropping them. Picking up loads and dropping them. That's what I want to do right now. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. Stay tuned for my next video. I will be posting a car repair within the next few weeks. I have some things lined up. I also created my own business cards. If you guys want a reference to where to make your own business cards, check out Vista. I'll leave an ad down below. And just a quick thing to let you know, if your number's going to be changing, don't print the business cards with your number on there. Print them without your number on there. That way you just write them down on there if your number change. You know, I'm just getting to the groove of things, and I'm excited about this summer. Like, I'm finna just take off on this car thing, the CDL thing. And my main goal is to buy me a house, get my own space, so I can continue this YouTube content with you guys. Like, 'cause I want to buy nice cars and fix them up. Audis, Cadillacs, Nissan 370Zs, Porsche, if I can get there, Ferrari. It's endless. As long as you keep that mindset, you can do anything you want to do. All it takes is a little, you know, that's it. And at the end of the day, I really want to do this. Even if I can get me like the car from Back to the Future, you know, whatever. The possibilities are endless. So, like I said, if you guys just believe in yourself, you can do anything. And this is basically it. Hope this inspires you guys to make some changes in your life. So I'm definitely climbing my ladder, and I'm not tripping. And another thing, as far as why I'm happy that I was terminated over just quitting, I qualify for unemployment, bro. Like, thank you. And not only that, I'm still working part-time at my other job. So it's like, it really don't even matter, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Until next time, Peace.